The story of Ruby Bridges, a brave little girl who changed the world. In 1960, in a small town in Louisiana, there lived a 6-year-old girl named Ruby Bridges. Ruby was just like any other child her age. She loved playing with her siblings, drawing, and laughing. But Ruby would soon do something so brave that she would become a part of history forever. Back then, in the United States, some schools were segregated. This meant that black children and white children had to go to different schools. Many people thought this wasn't fair, and they wanted to change things. Ruby was about to help make that change happen. The government decided that all children, no matter their skin color, should go to the same schools. But in Ruby's town, some people didn't agree. They didn't want black children going to school with white children. Ruby was chosen to be the first black student to attend an all-white school, William Frantz Elementary. This was a big and important step for equality, but it wasn't easy. On Ruby's first day of school, she wore a pretty white dress and held her head high. For federal marshals, big strong men, walked with Ruby to protect her as she entered the school. Outside, there were angry crowds of people yelling and holding signs, saying that Ruby didn't belong there. But Ruby didn't let their words scare her. When Ruby got to the classroom, something surprising happened. None of the other children's parents had sent them to school that day. Ruby was the only student in her class. Her teacher, Mrs. Barbara Henry, welcomed Ruby with a big smile. Mrs. Henry came all the way from Boston to teach Ruby, and she made sure Ruby felt safe and loved every single day. For months, Ruby went to school alone, with the marshals walking her through the angry crowds every morning and afternoon. But Ruby stayed strong. She focused on her studies, her kind teacher, and the dream of a better future where all children could learn and play together. Over time, things started to change. Some children began returning to school, and slowly, more families began to accept the idea of integration. Ruby's bravery inspired others to stand up for what was right, and her courage helped pave the way for equality in schools across the country. Today, Ruby Bridges is remembered as a hero. She teaches us that even one small person can make a big difference by standing up for what is fair and just. Ruby showed the world that courage and kindness can help bring people together, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. Ruby Bridges reminds us that being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means doing the right thing, even when it's hard. And when you stand up for what's right, you can help make the world a better place for everyone. Don't forget to subscribe for more historical stories that teaches courage, equality, and kindness.